Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at theDove.us. Well, welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and it's always a delight to have Nisha Jackson in the house. She heads up Ventana Wellness, and we're here to look into your face. We're going to look into your face, and we're going to say, ooh, you need some more vitamin C.
Oh, that's really good. That's one of my points.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's very good.
I want you to look at my face and tell me what I need. I've been saying all morning you're going to say sleep.
You do need sleep.
Yeah, I do. I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after this move.
Mm-hmm.
So, quite revealing the face?
Well, you know, I think sometimes people often know that there's something not quite right when they look in the mirror at their face or their hair or their eyebrows or their neck. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do a show to start at the top of the head and kind of move down to the neck area. We're just going to stop at the neck. And maybe I can talk about what are some of the things that you can look at in the mirror and say, okay, that might be a deficiency.
All right.
So I think we should start at the top of the head, right?
Well, I'm missing some things up there.
Yeah, we're not going to address your head hair there. But a lot of women and men want to know why they start losing hair on the crown of their head.
That's because you're intelligent. Your brain's still growing right through the top, right?
That's right. Yeah, right. So when you're losing the hair on the top of your head and the crown of your head, often it's because your thyroid is deficient. And it could be that just one of the thyroid levels is low, because thyroid, what it does is it provides the fullness to your hair, and it also increases the thickness of the shaft of the hair. So even with very thinning hair or hair that breaks off easily, it could be that the thyroid is a little bit low. So there's other things too. If you don't have enough protein in your diet, so we see this often with vegetarians or vegans that aren't being responsible enough to get enough good proteins in their diet, even vegetarian proteins. But unfortunately, animal proteins are the proteins that help the keratin or the thickness and the luster of the hair the most. So we see some balding going on even with lack of protein in the diet. The other thing that can affect the hair on the head in relationship to the diet is not enough minerals in the diet. Oh. So sometimes adding minerals to the diet or digestive enzymes that help the breakdown of protein and the absorption of minerals and protein in the gut can be helpful. The other thing I want to bring up as far as the hair goes, because people, especially women, are really interested in the hair. I mean, it's scary when you're losing your hair. It's just flat out scary.
Well, you kind of expect it on a man, but not on a woman.
Yeah, well, even men don't like losing their hair, so they want to know what they can do, right?
I'm growing it in places I don't need it.
Okay, so one more thing. We're not going to go there. One more thing about the diet is that people that are using antacids, people that are using medications or supplements to try to reduce the acid in the stomach, actually may be reducing it too much. Or people who are on the, you know, you've probably heard of the popular alkaline versus acid diet. And so people are trying to go more alkaline because that's probably better for you. But it's not good to go all alkaline, because if you don't have enough acid in your stomach, you actually can't break down the minerals and the protein and then absorb them in the gut. And that's what you need for good hair. Wow. And you need it for other things too.
Kind of like, give me some minerals.
So you can use an essential mineral, like just a multi-mineral supplement. The other thing that you can do that would help from an acid standpoint is start using digestive enzymes, because the digestive enzymes will work to break down the protein, and so that you can absorb the protein, but also the minerals that you're taking in your food. So if you're eating a good, colorful diet, you want to be able to, you know, with more of the good vitamins and minerals in your diet, you want to be able to absorb them and not have them go to waste. So digestive enzymes can help.
You women and some men
yes.
Use a lot of color in your hair, and you blow dry your hair a lot. Is that damaging?
Yes, of course. There's many other things that can damage the hair, but I'm specifically talking about loss of hair, you know, where the hair is falling out. And specifically in the thinning, the crown of the head is really a telltale sign that maybe the thyroid or other hormones can be off. So we see hair loss or hair thinning with testosterone deficiency in men and testosterone deficiency in women. because testosterone for men and women provides the elasticity to the hair and the luster. So you know how younger people have really shiny, pretty hair, and as you get older, it's kind of dull and it's lost its luster? That's typically a loss of testosterone, but also estrogen can do that for women.
Okay, so get your thyroid tested.
Thyroid tested.
Check out your minerals.
Yes. Your hormones, minerals, protein. And then the thyroid is also very important for the hair.
All right. So what's the next layer down?
So the next layer down, we get to the eyes.
Yeah.
And now this problem often is typically it's corrected with surgery. But when your eyelids are drooping over, over your eyes, that, you see that often with people and they have to have it surgically corrected. But many times it's a deficiency in human growth hormone. Human growth hormone is a hormone that actually declines with age, but there's ways us adults can actually increase our human growth hormone level. One of those ways is to do exercise so that it is not just the same 30 minutes of exercise every single day where you're just walking outside, chatting with your friend, but maybe exercise where you're getting bursts of increasing your heart rate. So it's called interval training. And we've talked about that before, but every couple of minutes you'll go for 30 seconds to maybe 60 seconds to 2 minutes of going as fast as you can. That actually has been shown in multiple studies to raise human growth hormone. So what that does is it slows down the aging process. It helps us look better, feel better, reduce illness as we age.
All I need is 60-second spurts.
And those eyelids won't droop so much. So human growth hormone can be increased with exercise. It can be increased with having more joy and happiness in your life and not being so stressed and focusing on negative emotions. Having good sex is another way to raise human growth hormone. I had to add that in because that's really important.
Okay.
And then also getting enough protein in your diet and reducing the excessive sugars, because a diet that's filled with inflammatory foods, that would be foods that your body doesn't really know what to do with them. So it would be excessive flour and sugar products, white products that are man-made. Those foods cause inflammation, which lowers human growth hormone levels. So even if you don't have droopy eyelids, which could be caused from a human growth hormone deficiency.
How am I doing in there?
Yeah, no, you're looking good. Have you had surgery?
No.
Oh, that was a personal question.
Oh, thank you. I don't think sometimes I need it.
So no, I don't think you have a human growth hormone
People
deficiency.
that have that done, is it dangerous?
It's not dangerous, and it's actually a pretty common procedure. In fact, sometimes it's necessary to be done because it actually affects your vision.
Right.
And the heaviness of your eyelids becomes too much that you need to have it done. So it could be important to have done. Dark circles under your eyes. Now, I think today you might have a little bit more darkness under your eyes than you normally do.
I think it's the light. I need to get over here.
I think it's the hours you're putting in.
Yeah.
So, darkness under your eyes, two big things, the circles under your eyes. The first one is low iron levels. So not having enough iron in your diet, which is typical for Americans today.
I'm writing it down. Iron, low iron.
Because iron is really important for energy, brain function. It helps you not be dizzy when you stand up quickly from a sitting position. Sometimes you get that dizziness when you stand up quickly. It also helps with your oxygen consumption. So when you're exercising, you're able to kind of keep your breath better and be able to exercise without losing your breath so much. So it increases the oxygen to all of the tissues. But when iron is low, the problem is that we bruise easily and we get dark circles under our eyes. The other thing that dark circles can be a cause of is
here it comes.
which is
don't tell me it's not a lack of sex or something like that.
Which is relevant to you is low cortisol.
Oh.
So that's the stress hormone, right? So when we're really pushing ourselves and we're kind of maxed out and our poor little stress glands, the adrenal glands, get overworked and overburdened, all of a sudden the adrenal glands start producing less cortisol than what we need to be able to get through our day. And one of the ways we can see that is dark circles under the eyes. It actually reduces the capillary fragility underneath the eyes so that the little blood vessels will break easier.
Wow.
So one of the things you can actually do about that is applying vitamin E oil to the area can be pretty helpful. Any antioxidant applied to the area will actually improve the capillary refill, and also vitamin K. So, but monitoring your stress and making sure your iron.
What's the source of iron? Supplements?
So hemi-iron is really the best iron, and that comes from red meat. So that is the most absorbable iron there is. So making sure that you have red meat in your diet once or twice a week is very important. If you are a vegetarian and you're not eating red meat, then you need to get it from other sources. Spinach, green leafy vegetables can be a way of getting iron levels up. So, or taking an iron supplement if your blood level comes back low. Then there's one other little caveat when it comes to iron, which I think people need to know. And it always comes back to sugar, right? Doesn't everything tie back to sugar?
Sugar and water or something. What's the other one? Sugar, water, fat.
So when you have too much sugar in your diet, or foods that turn into sugar quickly, it interferes with your body's ability to absorb iron in the gut. So that's why we're seeing a lot of people with low iron, because they're eating too much sugar or starchy foods and then they can't absorb it in their gut. And then they're tired and they're getting headaches and they're not feeling well and they can't exercise without being too winded. So it is important to make sure that your diet is clean and that you are tested for low iron if you have some of those symptoms. Dark circles.
Let me take a quick break. We're talking to Nisha Jackson from Ventana Wellness, ventanawellness.com, if you want to check out the website and the resources there. She's reading our faces and telling us we need iron, we need vitamin K, we need more protein. And where are you going next?
I'm going to go with the eyelashes.
Eyelashes?
Yes.
All right. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back with Nisha Jackson, and she heads up Ventana Wellness. And Ventana Wellness is a clinic here in Medford, and boy, they got all kinds of services there. And you may want to check it out by going to ventanawellness.com. That's the website. And check out all of the resources they have available for you there, and great doctors and physicians and specialists there. And of course, you know, Dr. Joel Klein comes in. He's one of your top dogs over there.
Yes.
He's great. And
Nisha
started. How long have you been doing that? How long you've had the clinic? You started this when?
Almost 20 years ago. Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah, I know.
I know. I remember when you were just a little nurse coming on the air.
Do you remember when I used to do this show every single day of the week, Monday through Friday?
Yeah.
I know. It's been years.
Yeah. That's boy, you've been busy. Well, today Nisha is helping us take a look in the mirror and see what's going on in our face, which could be pretty revealing of what's going on in your body. Or the lack of. And so we dealt with hair, and we're dealing with eyes and the darkness under the eyes. Now, what about the eyelids?
Yes.
Or the eyelashes?
Eyelashes. Two things, eyelashes and eyebrows. So I'll start with the eyebrows because they're a little bit higher than the eyelashes. The eyebrows, if they're thinning on the ends or you're losing the ends of your eyebrows, so just the outer 1/3 end of your eyebrows, it almost always is a thyroid deficiency unless you're pulling your eyelashes out, your eyebrows out. So thyroid deficiency is definitely related to the loss of the eyebrows at the end. Eyelashes, if you're losing your eyelashes, many times it's because you're having allergies. So the allergies need to be tended to, or a loss of essential fatty acids in your diet. So you're not getting enough of the good oils in your diet. So eating more nuts and seeds, avocado oil, avocados, olive oil, taking fish oil capsules, krill oil, any of those supplements would be fine. But that really helps the growth of the eyelashes, which I know women are men not so much, but women are very interested in their eyelashes.
Well, you got those little pencils that make them grow.
Yeah, well, the eyebrows we do, but not the eyelashes. We don't have anything really, that unless you put fake eyelashes on.
Yeah.
So it's really important to get essential fatty acids, and then also, again, tying it back to the hormones, loss of hormones reduces the eyelashes with age. I mean, we know that, right? These young girls with these beautiful eyelashes, and then as you get older, they start losing the eyelashes. So testosterone and estrogen, again, are related to the loss of the eyelashes.
What do you think of the eyelash and hair testing? Somebody said you can look at those and see a lot about the person.
The hair testing can be pretty revealing depending on which lab you use for vitamin and mineral testing, and also for toxic levels like heavy metal testing to see if you've been overexposed to copper or some other type of metal.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, allergies is something I also want to talk about. Is, you know, we see people with their eyes watering all of the time,
right.
and if you're overstressed and your cortisol goes down,
yeah.
your allergies will go up. So one of the things that I think we don't pay attention to enough in medicine is really dealing with people's stress when they have chronic allergies. So sneezing and coughing and watery eyes, really getting to the bottom of the stress. And a lot of people say, well, I don't feel stressed, but they just came out of 2 years of stress and now they're paying the price for it. Or it could be that their body, that's how their body is responding to the stress, but they don't really mentally feel stressed. So, but addressing the adrenals and powering up the adrenals can actually lower the allergies, which then stops the watering of the eyes and the excessive sneezing. The other thing is that if you have, if you're plagued with an itchy nose, so we're moving down to the nose, if you're plagued with an itchy nose and you always rub your nose up, or you scratch your nose up, you itch it, you will develop a horizontal crease on your nose. So whenever I see somebody with a horizontal crease on their nose, I often think, oh, they must be doing this on their nose, and so I'll address the itchy nose, which can be a vitamin B deficiency. Don't you love this show? Vitamin B will
take the wrinkle out of your nose.
No, it won't take the wrinkle out of it. It'll stop the itchy nose so that you don't push up on your nose, causing the horizontal crease. Well, that typically is the allergies. So we look at, you know, what are they deficient in, you know, vitamins, minerals, you know, what are they allergic to? So doing food allergy testing can be really helpful, and then addressing the stress. Those are the three things I like to look at when somebody is plagued with allergies.
Okay, so got it. All right, so itchy nose, vitamin B.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so darkening, I'm going to move down into the chin area. Darkening circles on the face, or you might have seen this on some younger women, and this can happen to men too, but mostly women, is the darkening kind of little patches of brown skin. It's almost like a hyperpigmentation. It is a hyperpigmentation of the skin. It happens a lot during pregnancy. It happens sometimes before the period. Sometimes it happens as women are transitioning into menopause, but it's definitely a hormone imbalance. So what happens is that when estrogen starts dominating the other hormones, the problem is that estrogen stimulates the melanin in the skin to kind of go crazy, and so you develop a lot of dark patches on your skin. But they're flat, they're not raised, they're just a kind of a dark, like a big freckle. So getting your hormones in balance can help that. The other thing that can help is adding antioxidants to your skin. So applying vitamin A, you can use this over the counter, or it can be a prescription vitamin A cream. To any brown spots can actually reduce the hyperpigmentation. So if you don't like some of those brown spots on your arms or your face, you can start using vitamin A. The prescription vitamin A is much more potent, and it causes irritation of the skin if you use it every night. So I recommend patients use it either an over-the-counter vitamin A or a prescription vitamin A, that they use it about every other night or every third night, because then your skin doesn't get so irritated. It really does work. There's probably been 700 studies that have been done on the effectiveness of vitamin A for dark circles, the brown circles, the spots, and it's very effective. So that can be something that people can do in addition to correcting the hormone imbalance. Now, I also want to say that men can have too much estrogen. Which is
really?
Which is a real problem, because it's not super attractive for men to have too much estrogen. Yeah. So they get more emotional, they have a tendency to grow breasts, they have a tendency to get too much fat developing around the middle part of their body, they have issues with anger, because men shouldn't have too much estrogen. They need some because it's good for their heart, but they don't need too much. So men can develop dark circles or the hyperpigmentation just from having too much estrogen.
Okay. Have your E's checked, guys.
I'm sure you needed to know that, right?
Yeah, I did,
yeah. Okay, so moving down, we talked about the brown spots and the liver spots, the wrinkles vertical to your lip. Oh, I just hate those. I even have them too. I have some wrinkles right here, little vertical wrinkles right here. Anyway, those are definitely caused from lack of estrogen and testosterone for men and women, but particularly women because estrogen is the dominant hormone for women. So as estrogen declines, they get more wrinkles. The other thing is excessive sun exposure, which damages the cellular level, not adding enough antioxidants into your diet. Oh, I should talk about that real quick. Antioxidants in your diet. Some people think that adding a lot of vegetables and fruits to your diet is really important, but you can only push so much to your face, to your skin, right? So adding some topical creams actually helps that, the antioxidants creams, because you can't get so much in your diet that would affect the skin.
All right. So if you got the little vertical lines around your lips.
Antioxidant creams, essential fatty acids, and making sure that your diet is really clean. Lots of fruits and vegetables, mostly vegetables.
All right, bring this in for a landing. We got a minute.
Okay, so we haven't talked about facial hair. We're going to have to come back and talk about facial hair.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
we just need to do that.
Too much testosterone in women and too much insulin can cause problems with facial hair. So look in the mirror, look at yourself, try to identify maybe what's going on, look at your diet, making sure that you're adding good protection to your skin, that nice barrier of sunscreen, maybe putting a little vitamin A on those dark spots, and you'll be there. Make sure your hormones are checked too.
Hormone
That's the landing.
Well, there you go. And you can do all of this at Ventana Wellness, and you can go to ventanawellness.com and check out all the resources there, or give them a call and talk to Nisha. She'll be back. We'll talk about these other things like facial hair and too much estrogen for guys and too much testosterone for gals. Way too much information here. But anyway, that's why we're here for you. All right, we'll see you. We'll be right back here on Focus Today.